No, but you know what? It's so funny. I feel like in a lot of ways you are in your industry how I kind of feel in what I'm doing because I'm just a regular person just calling shit like I see it. And that doesn't go over very well with the people that are supposedly in charge. And
I'm just
I
a
am like
regular
a
person
pariah.
too.
Yeah,
Oh
well, that's
yeah,
what I
but
mean.
lean into the pariah, girl.
No, I do. And the only time
It's
I don't
not
is
fun.
when
It's
Tinder doesn't let me.
exhausting. Their stupidity. They're so basic. Their playbook is so basic. You're like,
Yeah.
God, really? You're still gonna pull that shit? The crazy drug addict horror that's, Google. You're still gonna when you Google my name, that's the first thing that comes up. Not that I was one of Time Magazine's People of the Year, GQ's Man of the Year award winner. Not that I've given speeches at
No,
Oxford,
because they're
Cambridge,
not going to
India,
allow that.
but no, because they go with it. They're in bed. What I don't
Yeah.
understand what the fucking Clintons have over everybody.
Oh, well, we could talk about
What
that.
is
That's another
the
story.
deal?
Well, they financially bailed out the DNC. So the
Oh,
entire party is beholden to them. Debbie Wasserman Schultz ran the party into the ground financially, and then it was bailed out by the Clinton
she's a
Foundation.
devil.
Oh, she
Oh,
was
that's treacherous.
terrible.
Oh, I did not know that. That's another level of fuckery.
Yeah.
God,
Well,
they're
that's
disgusting.
why.
What is the
Yeah.
end game, though? What is the end goal? Is it
Well,
just to
right
be able to
now,
be on Epstein's Island for all those times? And,
you know
you
what? For her,
know,
it's power, and look. If you want to know, Kamala is really just Hillary in a
oh,
Kamala suit.
honey, dude, I know all of that stuff. I know these people.
Yeah.
I also knew it because I worked in DC. I was a lobbyist for No Labels, a fucking ridiculous group. I did
So
undercover work. I got so bored acting, I decided to do like double undercover.
So what do you want to do? I mean, I did see
No,
something where you said that.
I'm building a mini empire. I'm good. Is that what you
No,
mean?
I know. I'm sure you are. You are totally got it going on. But I mean, I recognize when you said that your career was stolen, and that goes for a lot of people that were.
I didn't say I cared. I just said
No,
it was.
I. That's
But
why I
you're
was
right. But
asking.
to
That's
make
what
that,
I'm
but for
asking.
many people whose passion, like a Mira Sorvino or an Annabella Sciorra or an
Yeah, who
Ozzy
wanted
Argento, people who wanted to be able to fucking, it is in their nature. The thing about
Yeah,
acting, if it's really you and you really are a true performer, and I think I'm more of a performance artist, one that kind of pushes at your brain almost more
yeah,
than I am an actor. But I have such mad respect for true actors that it's almost a compulsion. They have to get it out. They have to be able to. It's almost
yeah.
like I have a line in my album Planet Nine, also suppressed. Um,
Unbelievable.
it says, "Only here to paint colors on the sun. Only here to see the fires run." And that's, I believe, what true actors and true artists and true everybody should be trying to do, which is don't let them steal your thunder. Don't let them steal your light. Don't let them steal your joy. We literally are here to paint colors on the sun. Don't let them from such an early age, and don't take it away from your kids, their emotional paint box. Because we have words like happy, sad, mad, glad. It's basic. Come on. We're better than that. We're more dimensional. But if you trap people in by basic language, but if I can write something that says we're only here to paint colors on the sun, then you can imagine you too having, this giant paint box with these like paintbrushes made of stars, and we're all just here like, I look like a total fruitcake tonight. I assure you,
No,
everybody.
I was sitting there admiring the cape.
Yeah, my friend Enrique, he's an incredible designer from Mexico
It's
City.
really cool.
His
I was
the
very
sweater is
impressed.
too thick. It's very odd weather because when it's cold, it's still very humid. So it's like
What
hot,
part of
cold.
Mexico are you in?
I'm in the Mexican Caribbean, which
Nice. I have
is
a
like
really good friend who
Quintana
lives
Roo.
in East Mujeres.
Oh, what a lovely place to live. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a really, my father lived in the Baja Sur for 20 years, in a little town called Todos Santos, which is like an expat arts community. Just
that's
really
cool.
beautiful. And I've always had like a lot of my aunts and uncle are teachers in San Miguel de Allende and in
I
the
know it.
mountains.
I knew
Isn't it
people.
pretty?
I haven't been, but I know people that were there half the year, and I know what it is. I know it's beautiful.
Yeah, the doors, each doors, the colors in Mexico. And it reminds me like so much of like, I've always had honestly a hard time living in New York just because it's so gray and the buildings are gray. I'm like, I guess I was raised in Italy where you have a lot of color and light and sun, and so it
We
really
were just
helps my
in DC,
mood.
and we were just talking about all I see is concrete as far as I can see concrete, and just big blocks of glass and concrete, and
That's a
that's it.
nightmare. How are you
I
supposed to
know.
have mental? How are you supposed to feel free? How are you
Yeah,
supposed to
no,
feel good? How are you supposed to feel like you can spread your wings? Right?
yeah. Yeah, I think you and I might be kindred spirits. I think of myself as somewhat of a dryad. Like I actually want to live in the trees. I'd love to have like a tree house in the mountains and just be in the trees.
Well, you shall. And one of the things that's funny, I wish you could
Are
see
you
it
in
now,
like a
but you
tree
can.
house? Oh my God,
But
that's
all of my house, like apartments or house, is always about 3 stories up.
that's
So I
awesome.
feel I always
You're
like
in the
have
trees.
nothing around me, so I feel like I have I'm floating in the air in the trees,
That's
not in a
awesome.
tree. Yeah, that I have an open air. We should have more light. Let me find it for you.
No, it's
An open air dining room. It's really dark. Sorry. I'm turning on one light. Bear
so
with me.
are
You'll
you
see.
like okay, so can I ask, is there a new boyfriend? He's
Yeah,
really
I don't even
cute.
like the word boyfriend. That's
I
like
know,
no.
partner,
That's
significant other, I know. But here's
none of
the
the.
thing is
You know
somebody
what
once
I
said
want to do?
partner to
There's
me,
no
and I
good.
assumed they meant life partner, and it was business partner, and it was awkward.
No, there's no good words. I think that's why we need to write a new dictionary, because the words we're using for things aren't. They're not. They're not cutting it, and they're not adequately explaining what or illustrating or showing the emotion of what we're even talking about. But he's not a boy, he's a man. He's 41, very age appropriate. Woot. And
He's adorable. I saw a picture, and he's just absolutely
he's an
adorable.
amazing human. And I call him like a 10% alien because he's like such a good human, but he's not even aware of it. But he's just a humble, amazing, feels very deeply. I fell in love with him when
That's so
speaking
sweet.
speaking of business partners, when he speaks very good English, but English at best of times is not the most nuanced language, right? It
No.
can be, but you have to really know a lot of vocabulary. And Spanish is his first language, obviously. And but I knew he was like feeling and thinking deeply, but I didn't
Yeah.
know. He texted me after we spent like a weekend together. He's like, not that's not how he talks. He said over text. It is very nice to meet you, and I'm like, in America, that would mean okay. I had a really horrible meeting, and I never want to
Never
see you
see you
again,
again.
or a bad Tinder date. I never want to see you again. Not and I'm like, and I started laughing, and I wrote back. I said, babe, can you please tell me what you're thinking, and what is making you? What is the look in your eyes that I see? What words in Spanish explain that? And then he wrote me, and I was like, what? And Google Translate actually came through on this one. And it was like, I found like the way his mind and how he expresses himself. It's really beautiful.
Right, when it can't be done in English.
No, and luckily,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the frustrating thing for me. My mom didn't allow us to speak Italian when we came to the US. So I forgot it. And, but I can feel it there, and I can feel my brain reaching for other words, but I can't get to them. I think she just didn't want anyone asking about our past history and stuff, shame-based stuff.
So you are in a good place now, physically and
Yeah, I had
figuratively.
the last couple of days, it re-triggers a lot of that, like all the fuckery with Lisa Bloom, David Boyce, the monsters
If there's anything
accomplices.
you want to talk about that, feel free. I wasn't,
It's
I
just
mean,
a
I'm
full on.
aware,
It's
but
just a full on lie, and it's stupid. It's so basic, and it's so obvious and expected. So let me see. CBS writes, they canceled her lawsuit. She lost the lawsuit. Not true at all. I have 3 weeks to correct a mistake that was made on the form. That is not
right,
a mistake
right,
made by my team.
right.
So
But they're going to
it's
make it look
actually
so they're
a
going to make it
jurisdictional
look
thing.
like it's a joke, and they're again, this is just gaslighting
Well,
stuff. Like it's just
I know what they do. I don't care if they do to me because I know what they're doing. Having quadruple thousand PhD in that shit at this
yeah. So
point.
just so people know, if people don't know, this is regarding a civil
Yeah.
lawsuit
Do
against
you
Harvey
mind
Weinstein.
if you talk about this stuff while I take a 1 minute break and come back? Would that
No,
be
go ahead.
cool?
Yeah, no, this
I
is
like
totally
this
cool.
off the
Yeah.
cuff, totally random.
That's me. I've got no agenda. I've got no agenda. Yeah, no, go ahead.
I'm very happy that I stopped showing up and going to the bathroom long enough to be able to just hang out with you tonight.
No, it's really
Sometimes,
cool.
and I do wonder because I get very casual in these things, but I think I'm so used to Zoom calls now. It's making me feel like and then everyone like is much more, if I'm like It depends on who I don't know. I'm just enjoying hanging
Yeah,
out, but I
but
have to
okay.
do something for a
So
minute.
speaking of that, I really thought it was cool what you said about the whole Jeffrey Toobin thing. Well, you want to talk about getting like having
Wait,
your
what did
pants
I wait?
down on a
What?
Zoom
What a
meeting.
scumbag! What did I say?
Oh, gross. But okay, but now in all fairness,
Wait, but
like
what did I say? I don't
you
remember.
said, you made the very clear point that had it been a woman, that it would have been an entirely different story. They would have like basically lynched her. You know, or it would have been a
Well,
whole
I
different
said, had it been, imagine if it was a Hispanic woman, or an African American woman, or a
and
woman,
yeah,
or a white woman named Karen, what would have happened to her?
it would have been a whole different thing.